Hi, Leo. Welcome to your weekly forecast from May 2nd through the 8th. We are entering a certain energy that's going to be around for the next 6 months. We had the eclipsed new moon happening April 30. So that eclipsed energy is going to mean that we're going to have this energy lingering for a while. So this is a good time for creation. This is a good time for manifesting. So the things coming up in this weekly forecast could be setting the tone for the next 6 months or so for some of you. So we're going to connect and see what's coming up here for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and see what messages are coming in for the Leo collective. You might stumble upon this video after the time frame I mentioned. That's just fine. You're going to find it when you're meant to hear the messages. And keep in mind they're general readings. Not every single message is going to resonate. Take what does, leave what doesn't. And without further ado, let's see what's going on here for all of our Leo friends out there. So we're going to move you just a little bit closer. And the first card coming up here for our Leo friends is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands comes in a few different ways. It could be a collaboration coming together with a few other people working on creative projects or collaborating, bringing your heads together to create something. The Three of Wands is also a card of enterprise. It's one of my self-employment cards. So sometimes this comes up when you're putting together something and you're preparing to launch it or put it out there. And this tells us that we'll have a favorable outcome in that situation, and we'll be able to get a feel for how we're going to do things moving forward, what works, what doesn't work, and just kind of getting ourselves out there. Three of Wands is also the point of no return, and it has a sense of awakening with it, like mental expansion. You can't unsee what you've seen. You can't go back to the old way of life. You can't go back into the box, so to speak. And so there could be some epiphanies or realizations for Leo. This is a time of revelations. This is a time of truth being revealed. And this is a time, as I said, for manifesting. So some of you Leos may just be in this energy where you're kind of getting a second wind. Maybe some of you have been thinking about giving up on a dream or giving up on a certain path that you've come into, and you're realizing, you know what, like I've come too far, and I'm going to keep going in this situation. I mean, there was times for me when spirit kept pushing me to do tarot, and I was like, this is just like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. It seems so difficult to make this be like the main thing in my life. And spirit kept pushing me that this is what you're going to do. You're not going to do another job. You're going to do tarot. You're going to do tarot. And I will do it for however long I'm meant to do it. But you do get to a point where you're like, I'm tired, right? But I have to keep going. So there could be here a sense of like getting a second wind, getting your passion back for it, or realizing that this is a process. It just takes time to transition into something full time, or to have a business or a project reach its full maturity. Like if you've been pregnant for 7 months, you can't just turn around and say, okay, I'm over it. It's been 7 months. It's been way too long. I'm over it. I'm done. Right? Not to bring up controversial topics, but I think I don't know what the limit is. I think in most states at 7 months, you can't, opt out of a pregnancy. Or let's say 8 months. Let's say 8.5 months you've been pregnant, and you're tired because you've been pregnant at 8.5 months. You can't just say at that point, okay, you know what, I'm done. I'm not going to be pregnant anymore. I'm going to go and I'm going to tell the doctor I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to have this baby. You've come that far. At that point, you're going to have to have the baby, right? And so that's what I mean by the point of no return. A lot has grown. I don't mean that you have to do it because it's been so long. I mean, you have to keep going because there has been growth. There has been progress. There's no sense in just taking it and throwing it out. You've accomplished too much to give up at this point. Whether this is a business, whether this is a creative endeavor, whether this is just you working on yourself and your journey. You've come too far. You've made too much progress. If you need to rest, rest. But don't get discouraged and don't give up, and know that as you put yourself out there, you're going to have a positive return. You're going to have good things come back at you, good things come your way. The next card that's coming up here for Leo is the moon. Okay, and this could be Cancer or Pisces energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer or a Pisces that is a part of your awakening or a part of this mental expansion, kind of maybe blowing your mind or getting you to think outside of the box. If you have a Cancer or Pisces placement, there could be big changes and big shifts happening for you in those areas of your life. And it can also be, because we have the moon card here, it can tell us that you're going to be really feeling this eclipsed new moon energy. You're going to have the ability to really tap into it, to really work with it, and to use it in your favor. This could be a powerful 6 months of manifesting for Leo. Moon card also can indicate here that truths are being revealed. If I'm not mistaken, the moon card came up, I know for sure it came up for Virgo. And or Scorpio. It may have come up for Scorpio, because I feel Scorpio had a similar message to Virgo. And I think they both got the moon card. So some of you could have Scorpio or Virgo placements. It might be a good idea for you to check out those videos. Or some of you are dealing with a Scorpio or Virgo. There could be a Scorpio or Virgo involved in a situation because they had something similar come up for them. And so what sometimes happens with the moon card is that there are some buried secrets. There are some things that have been hidden or pushed down that are coming to the surface. And so, Leo, some of you may be discovering that somebody lied to you. Somebody said that, and possibly it was against a Scorpio or a Virgo, that Scorpio or Virgo did something really bad to betray you, or Scorpio or Virgo is really shady, or they're just a bad person. It doesn't have to be a Scorpio or Virgo, but as I said, it came up for them, so it could be. But somebody may have come to you and told you, oh, Leo, stay away from this person. They don't care about you. They're always talking trash about you. They did this, they did that. And some of you might be discovering or finding out that this person came to you and told you this because they saw an opportunity for something, for a relationship or a business or something, and they were very jealous and they didn't want that to happen. So they came in and they lied and they instigated. And they said all this mess to create these problems. And so some of you might be finding out that, oh my gosh, somebody lied to me. Somebody came and used my fears against me and lied to me about a person or a situation, and that might be being revealed to you. If you have maybe some repressed memories from childhood, some of that could be coming up, and some of that might be coming to light. But I just feel for Leo with this moon card, a lot of this is going to be about overcoming your fears and your buried emotions. A lot of the times we get really busy with life and we don't have time to sit down and cry about stuff. We don't have that luxury, especially if you're somebody who has kids. I don't have kids, and life is hard enough and busy enough for me, so I cannot imagine how much those of you with children end up having to juggle, where you don't have that luxury to just say, I'm not going to go to work today. I'm going to stay home and I'm going to cry. Or I'm having a really hard day and I don't want to talk to anybody, or I don't want to do anything. Like, you have to keep a roof over your head. You got to keep, your bills paid. You got to keep pushing. And then on top of that, to have children who are very needy, like, just a lot of people are in a place where they don't have the luxury to sit down and deal with their feelings, because they have to be in survival mode all the time. And believe me, we single people, who don't have kids, we also have to be in survival mode. But I understand it's a lot harder for those of you who have kids. And so the moon card is coming up to tell us that a lot of the things that you've had to push down for a long time are going to come to the surface. They may come to the surface at inconvenient moments, right? You might be at work, or you might be with other people, and you might not be in a position where you can sit down and deal with that right moment. But if you can maybe go somewhere and be by yourself on your lunch break and have a good cry, or journal, or you know yell somewhere where somebody can't hear you, or if you can wait until you can get home and scream into your pillow and punch your mattress or cry, or take kickboxing classes, or go somewhere and like break things that you can break without getting in trouble, or whatever you need to do to get these feelings out, they're coming to the surface because it's time to release them. And I feel like a lot of you Leos, like you're like pressure cookers, right? Like I'm seeing the pressure cooker on the stove from when I was little, and I would watch it when my mom would have it on the stove, and it would just go ch 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 ch, like the little things, the steam would come out, right? This is what's happening right now. Your angels and guides love you enough that they don't want you to have that breakdown. They don't want you to explode. So it's like the pressure cooker, like the little bits of steam are coming out, so you can just kind of get it out. And I know some of you are like, I just want to get it all out at once, but Leo, the world is not ready. The world is not ready for you to get it all out at once. Okay, have mercy on us. So a lot of you have just been through so much, and we're not ready for you, my darlings. We're just not ready for you. Know and understand that your angels and guides are helping you get this out at a healthy rate. Okay? So a lot of these things are going to be released from you, and you're making room in this way to experience happier experiences, blessings, better things coming your way. But give yourself as much as you can, 5 minutes, 10 minutes even, to be in those feelings, to have a good cry, to be angry, to do something, an outlet to get these feelings out in a safe and productive way. But know that these things are coming to the surface not to torment you, but so that you can just ride out those waves and release them and be done with them once and for all. Okay? You may also be experiencing an increased and strengthened intuition through this process. People are always asking me, and they're always saying, Amethyst, how do I strengthen my intuition? Through your healing process. Honestly, once you start doing your healing and you get into that shadow work, you get into the buried stuff coming to the surface, and you get it out, your intuition really becomes a lot stronger, and you begin to connect with your energies a lot stronger. So this is a time of intuitive development for a lot of you as well. Okay, the next card coming up here for Leo is the King of Pentacles, right? And this is beautiful grounding energy, grounded energy. So we're going from the fire, water, earth, right? We're coming into balance. We're coming into balance of all of the elements, except for air. But you may already be in the element of air, with the sense of like your thoughts and being in your thoughts. So being in your passion, being in your emotions, being in your drive. Oh, my candle's going out. Gosh. All right, it's lit. I guess we just can't see the flame. So, this grounded energy here with the King of Pentacles. And so the King of Pentacles is a card that comes up when we may be coming into a time of really being in our gifts, really being in our talents. It's having the Midas touch at this time. And it's a card of taking what is available to you and using it in your benefit or in your favor. So you might have property that you're selling to come up with funds, or that you're using to bring in rental income or something. You may have skills or abilities that you're putting to use for you. You may be taking money that you have and learning how to invest it. King of Pentacles also comes up for me a lot of the times in readings when there are really big opportunities coming your way, And you may say, wow, this is really great. This sounds really wonderful, but I don't think I'm ready for it. Or I think this person or this company or this business is offering me this opportunity, whether it's business or romantic or collaborative or whatever it may be. Like they're offering this to me because I left a better impression of myself on them than I actually am. I'm really not that great of a person. And once they start working with me or dealing with me, they're going to see that. They're going to hate my guts. They're not going to want me around anymore. And so we're tempted to push it away because we tell ourselves, wow, this sounds really amazing. This sounds really great, but I'm not ready for it, right? I'm not ready for it. This is not something that I deserve or that I'm good enough for. And the King of Pentacles just wants us to know that if you weren't ready for it, it wouldn't be here now. It's here now because you are indeed ready for it. Okay? You're ready for it, and that's why it's here. So get out of that imposter syndrome, get out of that negative ego, and know and understand that you are worthy of the opportunity at hand. You are worthy of walking through the doors that are opening at this time. And the works of your hands are blessed right now, Leo. Okay? The works of your hands are blessed right now. You can expect to see a lot of good results. You can expect to see a good positive outcome to the work and the efforts that you're putting in. The next card coming up for you all is the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is one of my self-employment cards. So there may absolutely positively be something here for some of you in terms of self-employment or business. Because we have the Three of Wands, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Pentacles. A lot of these cards are going to be around business, work, career. And so you may be overcoming fears and obstacles, and you may be having financial blessings coming in as a result. Maybe a lot of you have been blocked financially for a long time, but as you're getting through your emotional healing, this is also unblocking you financially. The Nine of Pentacles can also come up when sometimes this actually goes hand in hand with the Three of Wands. The Nine of Pentacles, in some decks, when you see the Nine of Pentacles, it's a woman and she's in the vineyard and she's surrounded by her coins and she has her hand up and she's got like this big glove on her hand and there's a bird sitting on her finger. And you look at that card and you're like, what in the heck? Like, is she like a bird trainer? Did she like get all this money from training birds? Like, what is this card about? And so I read about the Nine of Pentacles and the symbolism in that photo. And the meaning of Nine of Pentacles is that we learn to quiet our anxiety and what some cultures refer to as that monkey mind, the busy mind, the scattered thinking, the negative ego, that mean little voice in our head that tells us that we're stupid and nobody likes us and we're messing everything up and nobody wants us around and we're gonna get fired. That mean little voice in our head. That's in some decks represented by the bird. So that's supposed to mean that she has her anxiety under control and she's been able to calm down those thoughts. And on the day that she's off or on the day that she's not working, she can calmly sit there and go, okay, what's been bugging me? I can deal with it right now. I can logic my way through it. I can, process what needs to be processed. I can take a break, enjoy the money I've made. So it's really about being in control of our feelings and being in control of our anxiety. And maybe in the past, for me, when I see Nine of Pentacles, your anxiety or your fears really caused a lot of things to go bad in your life. They may have caused a lot of things to not work out. In fact, that fear and anxiety, for those of you that had somebody come to you and lie to you about a situation, the reason why you believe them is because it made sense. It resonated with your fear and anxiety. Of course, this person's going to betray me. Of course, people are talking bad about me because nobody likes me. Right? So of course you're going to believe that when you had that in your mind. And so with the Nine of Pentacles, you have that thinking under control now. and it's not going to sabotage you anymore. You're in control of your anxiety. You're in control of those insecurities. You're in control of those fears. And that's why this time around you're going to succeed. That's why this time around it's going to work out for you. Because you're in control of your emotions. You're grounding yourself. You're being balanced within yourself. And you're in control of your thinking. You can reason your way through it, you can logic your way through it, and you're getting a hold and control of the anxiety. And that's why this time around you're going to have positive results. That's why this time around you're going to succeed. You're in a healthy emotional and mental state. Don't get me wrong. There's going to be days when you're sad or grumpy or angry. There's going to be days when you're stressed. There's going to be days when that insecurity kicks up again. But you're going to know how to handle it. And you're going to know how to keep it under control. And it's not going to sabotage you. It's not going to interfere with your progress or with your life. Right? Like you are in control. And I feel, Leo, like a lot of you are going to accomplish some really amazing things, even if this is later on in life for you, right? Even if you're not fresh out of high school or fresh out of college, even if, you've been doing this for decades now. I feel like a lot of you are going to accomplish a lot of really big things that are going to impress a lot of people. Spirit is showing me the image, or like the mental image of, like a rodeo, like the cowboy is on the bull and the bull is like bucking and trying to throw him off, and he's just holding on and he's just riding it. He's just going with those moves as if he's attached, right? Like there's no shaking him. He's not gonna be bucked off. He's gonna ride. Is it a bull or a horse? They don't ride the bull, right? Or do they ride the bull? I don't know. But I'm seeing like a cowboy on a bull, and like you're not getting bucked off. And so I feel like you're coming into a time of really being unshakable, really being unshakable, and really being in control of your thoughts and your emotions, and you're unstoppable. Like there is nothing that you can't do. There is nothing that you can't accomplish, and you're beginning to see that, and you're beginning to realize that. Okay? You might want to check out your moon sign and rising sign. Some weeks your moon sign and rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign. The love readings for May are linked in the description of the video. If you want to watch the love readings for May, you can click on those and watch those. Private readings with me, if you click on the link in the description of the video, it will take you to calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. Don't forget, every single day I've been posting a daily message. Some have been finding that very helpful, so check those out as well. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and I encourage you all to check out the daily messages as well. Hopefully I'll see you all in the daily comments, Leo. Take care and be well, my dears.